Thank you very much. Good afternoon and welcome to the class, the master class on top educational tools. Our world today has had a lot of evolution, and now we are now being driven by AI. AI has helped us generally to enhance our learning, teaching, and creativity. And we are focusing majorly on educational tools as to help you students at this time. Our goal is that at the end of this training, you will be able to understand the educational tools, how to use them, how to sign up, and how you can use them for your profit. Before now, you will not see this shark that I'm showing in this way. This shark is now typified as a shark that can be empowered to actually swim and also fly. It is an AI generated image, and it can convey more meaning to whatever I want to explain to you. You see that that device has a way of coordinating itself. I can control its movement. I can control how it opens its mouth, the sight it sees. Some weeks ago, Elon Musk, the man that is crazy, let me use the word crazy, about the space and how the other planet will be inhabited, has sent humanoids to the moon. It takes about 3 months to 4 months in between the Earth and the moon. I mean, the journey between the Earth and the moon. And he's projecting that by 2026, 2028, humans will land on the moon. The first set of humans will land on the moon. But humanoids are currently there now, and every data that needs to be gathered about the moon is currently being gathered. That is the power of artificial intelligence, humanoids. So when we say artificial intelligence, we talk about AI as the intelligence of humans that have been put into machines. Now, think of it. How do those machines get to understand what they know? We have understood that between 2020 and now, this is 25 years, the amount of, 2020 and 2025, that's 5 years, the amount of data that have been generated in the world, the amount of data is far more than the data that have been generated since the world began. These data are now being put into use to train models, that is, train machine on what will happen. For example, if I was an I will be able to predict the behavior of TAU students because I've been able to interact with you for some months now. I can tell somebody that is going to respond to me. I can tell somebody that is not going to respond to me because of the data. If we put all the data that we have generated in our learning together, we can predict the attitude of students to work at TAU because of the available data. This same data set has now been used to train machines and can now bring about reproducibility. Many of the generative AIs that you know, maybe ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and some other ones, they are models that have been trained. Before now, if you want to search anything, everybody will say, go and Google it. Google itself is not the owner of all the data it's generating. Google is only calling all the libraries of websites that are made available publicly online, and it will search for the information that you need. Now, if all these data sets have now been put into an AI model and can generate in real time and at the fastest possible time all the data you need about a particular topic, then it becomes a model that can be used. So the AI tools we are learning today are software applications that use artificial intelligence to either automate, enhance, simplify tasks, or help us to be able to achieve better things in a faster or in a short time. In education, these tools help us in teaching, it helps us in learning, it helps us in content creation, it helps us in research, it helps us in accessibility by using machine learning, natural language processing, or computer vision. Now, I have this bread and tea and a machine that is preparing the bread for me so that if I want to pick it up, I would just pick it up. So I just need to just provide the bread and then it's going to come. I take my tea, my hot tea is there, the jar is there, and then I have also the fruits that I can also use to make a balanced diet. I think it's actually a balanced diet, right? Now, but if I take all of that, it's going to enhance my productivity. Yes or no? If I take all of this, it's going to enhance my productivity. Yes or no? I want to respond.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, it will.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
All right, that is fine. So what are some of the AI tools that can be used for productivity? We have Notion AI, Motion, Make
Yes.
AI, ClickUp AI, Clockwise. We are going to be going in. I will just take a summary of them and then we'll now go into them one after the other when GBG also takes over.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for that response. Research today has been enhanced as a result of AI. This smart guy here is not just seeing what he's seeing because of the glasses or the lens on his eyes. He's able to see further and communicate faster and make more reasonable decisions from the data sets of researches that have been made before because of AI. And these AI tools that are used in research, we are just bringing a few of them. We have Elicit, connected papers, most of these ones for literature review. Research Rabbit, we learned about this yesterday during the TAE Knowledge X. Consensus, we also learned about it, and then we have Site. I just brought about these five rather, that can be used majorly for literature review. And that will allow you to be able to take informed decisions from previous data. There's nothing new on earth. Every innovation you want to bring forth must depend on existing data. So you have to actually make literature review. And some people have sat down together and then they have built an AI or many AIs that can actually do this research review for us. We also have now AI that can help us in building our CV, our resume. You don't need to actually do that instantly. Now, this has helped a lot of businesses like LinkedIn and some other businesses that are internationally known for providing remote jobs. So right now on LinkedIn, if your profile is there, you can apply for jobs using the data that you have put already on LinkedIn about yourself. And their own AI can help you to put together your own CV that will actually make a lot of sense for you. Before now, people always contact or contract other people to write their CVs for them. So you have Resi, you have Kick Resume, you have Teal, you have Zeti, you have Enhanced CV, and then you have um, enhanced CV. Now, we also have from writing tools like Grammarly, Quibbot, Sudowrite, Inc., Writer.com. We have some tools that can help us to generate from text to images. Image bring life to documents or whatever you are presenting. And a lot of images can be generated, like some that I'm showing in the presentation. We have Midjourney, we have that three. Leonardo is a very good one. Art Breeder and then Crayon is also very good. We have some of them that are used for copywriting. I can use to generate scripts for marketing. We have Copy AI, very, very common. Jasper AI, write Sony, any word, then simplify it. We have some logo generator tools. We are bringing this in because you need them for your classes on digital marketing. Luca, Wiz logo, Artful, Taylor Brands, Brandmark. Canva is also one of them that generates it. It's very common. Canva is very common. Design tools, Canva is also one of them. Visme, Design.ai, User, Microsoft Designer. There are so many design tools, so many. I just brought about just five of them. I just discovered some new ones. There's another one they call the Ula dot video that was just introduced recently again. So these video tools can be used. Synthesia has been around for a long time that can be used to generate videos from scripts. Right now, Synthesia has also made it possible that you can also generate your own. You can make the AI to generate scripts for you based on the description you give it. I think one of the things we need to learn or master today is how to write scripts for this AI. Many people just jump on the AI and then they type in the information. The same way they give wrong prompts to Google. It's the same way they are giving a wrong prompt to the AI tools. If you give a right prompt to the AI tools, they're going to enjoy it. These lessons that we're learning today is not meant to make us to reduce our intelligence. Humans are now beginning to see that AI is likely to replace them and they are repressing their intelligence. No, you should be on top of your game if you are going to use AI as an assistant and not as a replacement. So I want you to put it in the chat box. Please put it in the chat or in the comment that AI will be my assistant and not my replacement. If you allow that to be your replacement, then maybe you just go online and then go and type in the topic of your research, and whatever it brings, you are just going to copy and paste it. No, you are making AI to replace you that way. In any case, there's a way to also check if a document was written by AI or not. So we have some image to video tools. Colosan is a good one. Deep Brain, Runaway ML, Kaiba, and Promote AI. We have some language learning tools like Linkway, Speaks, Mesmerize, and Mondly. When we also have some AI tutoring where you can learn quite a number of things. Quizlet is a very good one. L5, Tutor AI. Many people who find it difficult to learn some things by themselves in school can actually get to learn from all of these AI tools. We also have some AI tools for presentation. I can generate very, very, very beautiful, more beautiful than the presentation I'm using now, more beautiful presentations for you. We have beautiful.ai, Tommy, Canva Docs plus Present can do a good job for you. Gamma App is a very good one. Pitch is also a very good one. Some days ago, GBG posted on our platform that about 25% of the code base of Microsoft was actually written by AI. Now, very soon now, back-end engineers will now receive lower work because DeepSeek is preparing its machines to be able to write thousands of code lines within few minutes. You will only need to be doing tweaking. So people who have not upped their game will find themselves being replaced. So if 25% of code base of Microsoft is being written, so what happened to the engineers? They will begin to downsize. So, and I believe that a CEO will always believe that, okay, if 25% can be written effectively and correctly or accurately by a machine, why do I need a machine that I can actually, so if I have 20 people before as backend engineers, I can reduce them to 5, and those 5 will be using AI to generate the remaining ones. So people are likely less to lose their job, and only those who know and they have made themselves extraordinary would actually do that. You see, very soon now, people will not need to really go to the hospital before they get diagnosis. So once it is optimized, what they will really need to do is to follow an AI prompt that will be able to listen to whatever their complaints are. The AI will go through the data available. You know, we've always been talking about no data set available in Africa and Nigeria. Many of us only depend on cargo. But when the AI data set is being available, I met a student of the University of Ilorin that is working on Nigerian data sets. And I can tell you that in less than 5 years, many of these data sets will be harvested from the papers that have been stockpiled in one room in several general hospitals. And they will now be made available online as data set. Once that is happening, then ML goes to work. And before you know it, you begin to have natural language processing tools that can listen to Yoruba languages and be able to know what people actually need. And then immediately it can even book a doctor for them. And the doctor will just go and then do home service. And the AI will only be advertising for doctors to feature people on home service. And before you know it, what people will be going for hospital will be for pregnancy, delivery, surgeries, etc. But talk about some major ailments and all of that, that they need to just get themselves diagnosed, go to the pharmacy, be predicted, get a prescription by a doctor, go to the pharmacy, obtain the drugs, and then they are well maintained. Many of those processes will be removed very, very fast. I give it just 5 years. That will be done. So with these coding assistant tools, we have GitHub Copilot, Replete, Ghostwriter, Tab9, Kite, then Code Whisperer. Then we have some mind mapping tools like Miro, like Wimiska, Kogu, Xmind. Then we have some note-taking tools. In fact, some of them have now been integrated um, into Zoom. I think I allowed that to happen in this meeting we are currently having, so that after the meeting, the AI gives us a summary of everything we have discussed, and I can use it for the report of this meeting. So when you're having a meeting, you just turn on the AI assistant, and anybody that is the secretary will not need to be taking minutes again. Everything will have been taken. That is where AI is going to. Some of those AI tools that can do that is this Otter.ai, Evernote, Notion, Tactic, and Reflect. Then we can also use some assessment tools that can be used by lecturers and can also be used by students to assess themselves. Gradescope is one of them, very good, formative, Edulastic, ExamSoft, and quizzes. So some of those AI tools are the ones that I'm bringing up now. So I wanted to put it in the chat box. Which of the AI tools are you learning for the first time or you are hearing for the first time? So put it in the chat box. Which of these AI tools are you listening to or you can hear them for the first time? You've not heard about them before. Yes. Put in the chat box, then you can also unmute yourself. You can also unmute yourself. Which of these AI tools? So which one do you, let me see if I can even run a poll. Yes, I can see your responses. People are still saying AI is my assistant and not my replacement. All right, no response from any of us. Can you unmute yourself, everyone? Okay. Synthesia, video tools. Todi Musa, I'm familiar with all of them. Okay. Ladapo says quizzes and exam soft. You're just hearing them for the first time. Synthesia. Okay, who is again? Code assistant tools, video tools. I'm not talking about the category. Tell me the exact tools that you are hearing for the first time. The exact AI tool that you're hearing. Yeah, someone is speaking. Who is that person speaking?
I said consensus, sir.
Okay, we talked about consensus yesterday now. Consensus was mentioned yesterday. Okay, Synthesia. I need the two sites. Okay, sites. Okay, sites is used for reference. Okay, Daniel Faith, Synthesia, Ajayi Obe. Okay, all right, that is fine. So we'll go to the practical aspect of it now. So GBG will take some parts and then I'll come and take some other parts that are peculiar to my aspect. Okay, Wolfram. Connected papers, illicit, resi, sites, Synthesia. Okay, thank you everyone. So GBG, over to you now. Are you there? You are muted.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Farohunbi. You've really covered most of those things, and I believe that we are not teaching the newbies. They've been familiar with many of these tools, and of course, they know the theory already. So, but my question for them would just be that you are in this call now. So tell me what you really want to know, so that we can start, doing it one by one. Of course, we have many AIs. If we start doing them one by one, time will go and everybody will be tired along the way. So just tell me your name and tell me the kind of AI you want to really know for your own productivity. Over to everyone, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I want to respond. This should be an interactive class, not just something that
Yes.
we should just. So okay, Daniel Face says I want to know about sites. Okay, so let's speak it this way now. So if you want to also know about sites, can everybody raise up your hand? Somebody has made. So if you want to know about sites, so
So please, let's do it in this way. Not just that you mentioned a particular AI. So you must tell us why you want to know it and where you want to apply it. Because I can just say, okay, I want to know more about beautiful.ai, but I don't know where to apply it. So knowing something without applying it is just a waste of time. That is why we have many jobless people in Nigeria, because they went to school, they don't know the reason why they went to school. So, and I would not want your own to be like that. Okay, for your research work, I had to use resume to write my CV. All right, that's good. Thank you. Keep it coming. Okay. Okay. Dr. Farohunbi, which one is site? Is it site space or which one?
So site is used like Mendeley. I'm sure you know about Mendeley.
I know Mendeley, yes.
So site it's an AI used for majorly used for literature review and used for referencing.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Do we all know about Zotero?
Okay, let's ask them. I don't know. We have taught them Mendeley in a class. We invited a associate professor from FUL. The vice chancellor invited her. So everybody
Okay.
knows about, and they even did an assignment about Mendeley. So
Okay, and they know how to start with it, right?
yes, at least from what
Okay.
responses we got that day.
Okay, with on their MSO while they are writing their report, they know how to cite along the way.
They should, because we train them how to do that.
Okay, good. Okay, let me start in this way. Let me show you something about ChatGPT, and let me show you what you might not know about it. Is that a good start?
And let's go ahead with that.
Okay, very good. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Let me know if you can see. I believe you can see now. I can see myself. Can you see my screen?
Your screen is
Yes,
on.
sir.
Okay, very good. ChatGPT. Here is ChatGPT, right? And I'm using please, if you put your something on loudspeaker, kindly mute yourself. It is not good that somebody is hearing what I'm saying. Use microphone or use earpiece, and you can even mute yourself, please, so that the recording can be of good benefit for you when you are watching it again. Otherwise, all the noise, you'll be hearing it again when you are watching it. Okay, good. So here I'm using ChatGPT as a premium one. And if you don't have a premium version, no problem. You can still have all of these things, but on a limited usage. Okay, good. I know you know how to use ChatGPT. To create a new chart, you just click on this plus sign, and it will give you the chart. And so this is where you start typing your query, just like on Google. And ChatGPT, OpenAI has released so many models, right? So by default, you always see ChatGPT 4.0. And according to them, it's great for most tasks. But there are some times whereby you will want to do a complex task. This ChatGPT 4.0 may not do that. And then you need to switch to other models, such as O3, such as O4 mini, such as O mini I. And in fact, we have one called ChatGPT 4.5 now, which is used for writing purpose. This charge GPT 4.0, this one does not have thinking capability. So remember the last time when they introduced DeepSeek, right? With I think chat.deepseek.com, you have access to it, and then they introduced a thinking model. Before the model can give you answer, it has to think deeply before it can produce a result. Because of that, there was a great competition between ChatGPT and DeepSeek. As you know, everybody wants something that is better with little cost. Therefore, many people now went to DeepSeek. Then ChatGPT now have to remodify their own models, and they introduce thinking model such as this one. For example, you can see O3 is saying that uses advanced reasoning. O4 mini 2 is fast. It's also using advanced mini. O4 mini I is also great at coding. Most of you that are in computer science, engineering, you will want to use this one, O4 mini. So it's always very good to do coding and anything that requires visual reasoning. And in fact, nowadays, you can also generate image. I'm not talking about the image that people are, online now on social media. You see Ghibli everywhere. I myself, I'm using Ghibli, but you can also create a meaningful image. And in fact, your image, let's say you have an image and you want to change the background or you want to change something about it, and you don't know how to do it with a photo, what do they call it? Photo shoot, or what they call it?
Photoshop.
What Photoshop, right? Photoshop, thank you. So nowadays you can use ChatGPT to do that. But what I really want to show you, so that I don't talk much about this, is let's say you want to do a deep search. You want to do a deep research. So this is where you have deep search, as you can see. But before deep search, when they introduced ChatGPT initially, it could not have access to the timely information because the training, was around maybe 2022. So any information above that, it will not have that information. And now, with the help of this search now, so you can easily get up to date information about anything you are looking for. So if you want to get up to date information, you can just click on this search, and this thing will search the web. Let me say, this is, I think, do we have holiday? For example, I can ask, is there, we know that we have national holiday now all over the world. So is there a public holiday today? Today. So now with the help of this search, so any model can, I think this one to ask the search. So you can see, so now with it now, you can just click on search and it tell you if there's a public holiday today. You can see that it's searching the web.
I swear, they say we get meeting. Mastering AI.
Usman, you are disturbing me.
Brother Okpe, please, Brother Okpe, come to the class and don't swear to anything.
Good day, sir. I'm with Usman, sir. We are connected together, sir. Me and
Why
Usman.
are you
I know,
disturbing us?
I understand you. Don't worry. So now you can see now from what we have here now.
Sorry,
It is
DBD,
saying that yes.
Usman, are you trying to tell us something or what?
So I didn't get that, sir.
You were
He
saying
was telling me so that we have a class.
Yes, sir.
So are you trying to tell us something or what?
No. Ope was not having his phone with him. His phone is down. So he said he wants to get with my own. That's what I'm trying to say, sir.
Please don't disturb us again.
All right, I'm sorry, sir. Sorry about that, sir.
Everybody should mute their audio, or I'll mute you all.
Mute yourself, otherwise I will deduct your mark. 5 marks from anyone that is disturbing the class.
Usman, please, you are taking us back. Please, Usman.
Please go ahead, GBG.
If I hear any noise coming, will deduct marks from the score you will score in this module. So as you can see now that our model now has access to the internet. As you can see, today is May 1st, 2025. And you can see that today is a public holiday. And you can see that ChatGPT is telling us that today is public holiday. So if you go to Google ordinarily, let's go to Google, for example, google.com. And the same thing, let's put on the Google search. Of course, remember that Google too has Gemini, right? And by default, it's there on their experimental lab. So if you click here now, Google too has access to the updated information. You can this thing pop up today. You can see that it's just saying your public holidays. So before there is Gemini that will be coming at the top here, but I don't know why it is not doing that today. As you can see, now you have to be searching. Okay, as you can see, look at this place here. So Wikipedia is telling us that Labor Day is an annual day of celebration, and it's telling you that today is first, all of that. But what generative AI is actually better than all these things is that it will give you exactly what you are looking for. And now you know how to use search now. There's another thing that I really want to show us,
I
and
think,
that is this one.
sorry, GBG. I think Gemini Lab is down because I tried to run that same search on Google on my hand. It's only giving me location-specific information. The same thing as yes, it's telling me your own is Oyo / public holiday, my own is Kwara / public holiday. So it's their lab is down. I think so.
Okay, I can see this is lab here. So let's just click on the lab. So from here, so let's see the start searching, and let me copy the guy again. So still doing the same thing. So we don't know what happened to their
lab
AI
is
lab.
down. It's down. It's down.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. So that's all about using search. But remember that if you don't have premium version, so you are limited on the use of search the web. So what I'm saying is that you can't be using it every time when you are doing your query. You know already what you want to ask for, right? So because if I want to ask anything about chemistry now, of course, ChatGPT has access to many books on chemistry or anything. So you don't need search for this so that you are not using your free tier, right? So just limit yourself. Except I want to ask for something that is timely. That is when I use search. I don't use search every time. For example, if I want to know the poverty rate in Nigeria, then I can use search because every day researchers are doing research on poverty. So let me ask, what is the poverty level, for example?
All right.
Poverty level in Kuala, where you are.
All
so
right.
let me just ask now.
GBG, let me just make this addition. The last time I trained the data science student, I gave them a code for using generative AI. Who can remind us? Anybody who can remind us what should you do? There are 3 things you should do whenever you are using generative AI. Whenever you are writing prompts. Anyone? Okay, all right. So as not to waste our time. Number 1, I call it RIC. Okay, somebody is saying tell it to act. So now, if you want to do anything on generative AI, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Gamma, Gemini, or any of them, you need to tell them to take a role. You need to let them assume a role. So like GBG is saying now, what is the poverty level in Nigeria? It's going to give GBG a lot of data on assumption, based on assumption. The data, but if I say, take the role of an affiliate marketer, I can tell you that the data that is going to come up is different from when I say take a role of a researcher. You need to allow the generative AI to take a role. So you can say take a role of a researcher, and then you now give it an instruction. Instruction, that's I. Then letter S, you must now be specific. If you say, what is the poverty level in Kwara State? You want to say,
Alade Loye, -5 marks. Adedamola, -5 marks. Just know that. Thank you.
thank you. So if you now say, okay, you need poverty level in Kwara State between 2020 and 2025, you need to be that specific. You can now tell him and tell the ChatGPT and say, the type of poverty level I want you to now give me, search the web and give me data or make references. Or you can even say, give me reports of Bureau of Statistics, NBS. You need to be specific. That is the best way to use generative AI. You need to take a role, you need to give it an instruction, you need to be specific. Now, the last one is D. If you are downloading, you need to tell them the format where you are downloading. So ChatGPT currently can give you documents in PDF, in TST, in DOCS. It can give you in PPT and so many other ones. And let's say, for example, you say, what is the poverty level in Nigeria? You can say, take the role of a front-end developer. That, okay, you want to develop screens. You are a UI UX expert, and you want to create screens, and you want to use that data that will be available from ChatGPT to create screens. The data that you are going to get, the response will be definitely different. That's what I want to add. Thank you. GBG, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Of course, you are correct, right? So if you are saying that poverty level, right? For me, right away, yeah, I don't want to use the search, and let's see. In fact, it's good to also make it expository. Hello, guys. Please, you are a university student, a graduate to be, and you are in a meeting, and you didn't meet yourself. What problem is this now? It is always professional. Whenever you are entering a meeting and you are not talking, you mute yourself. Why? Why are you disturbing others now? All right. So what is the poverty level in Kwara State? Okay, in let's say 2025 or 2024. Then I'm using the search just to search the web, and let's see what will happen. I'm using 4.0. It's not as advanced as that of 04i. So now you can see. So it's telling us that as of 2025, Kwara State poverty landscape presents a complex picture. Of course, poverty is not just a mere thing. Poverty is very complex, and we have different forms of poverty. We have multidimensional poverty, income-based poverty, and many more. So you can see it's telling us that multidimensional poverty is approximately 48.3%. So that means that poverty is very high. Multidimensional poverty is high in Kwara. The income base, as you can see, is about 82%. Now you can see the way it is doing it. Now I want to show something based on what Dr. Farohunbi said about making yourself, clearer to the ChatGPT or any generative AI system. Now look at the way I had this one. Explain comprehensively what statistical hypothesis is and their type using relatable examples. So the way you ask is the way you will get it. If you don't ask it in a wonderful way, you will not get a result in an amazing way. So please note about that. Now, there's another thing called deep search. This is where it will consult different kind of sources, online, books, many more. And it will show you the kind of site at which it has gotten it. For example, let me show you the one I've done. If you look at the property research here, right? I saw you. Why are you highlighting my screen? Okay. Okay. All right. I will not allow this one to disturb me. Okay. On this property research, I want to show you something. Let me see. Okay. If you look at this one, for example, this one actually use a deep search to search it. As you can see, Dr. Farohunbi, do you know how to clean this thing that somebody did here?
Okay, just hold on. Let me deactivate this person.
Okay. Let me stop share and share again.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What can you see?
ChatGPT now.
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah. This is where I use the deep search, right? So that it can help me do something that I really want to do instead of having to be searching literature on Google Scholar and many more. So that time I was, preparing for an interview, and within like a day or so, right? I don't have time to start reading. So, but I still need to understand what I'm saying during the interview. And you can see how I use ChatGPT to help me with the preparation, and to go with it, I got the job, right? And let's see how I actually did it, because it's always good when somebody is teaching to teach at the practical level so that others too can also follow the same way. Remember that to use ChatGPT effectively, or to use any generative AI system effectively, you must know how to do prompt engineering very well. So you can see I will be skipping so that I don't take your time on this matter. Um, this is where I started. I don't use any search. I don't use any deep search, just to give me everything, and it gave me something, and I continued asking about it. Can you discuss this relation to Nigeria? I know, familiarize yourself with current landscape of poverty research and many things like that. So it gave me everything I needed to know. And then now I said that I am interviewed as a data scientist on the poverty research project in Nigeria, and I want to understand the poverty level, how to measure it, the data, and how the poverty in the northern states compared to other regions, what constitutes poverty. As you can see, it gave me something that I can be citing in the interview. And then I asked for this specific metrics. Okay, this is where I was using the deep search. So this, because when you're using deep search, it's using a lot of power and more energy, right? I should be asking you the kind of area to search so that I can give you meaningful results. This can take about maybe 20 minutes or so. So it's really doing what is called deep search, right? This concept was introduced by, I think, is it Google or OpenAI, and everybody starts applying it. You can see the same thing on Gemini too. If you look at Gemini, for example, you will see deep search too on Gemini. If you come over here, you can see deep research. This is it, deep research, right? So now for this, it gave me all of this, and I started writing everything. You can see the citation. Started doing everything that I need to know, so that I can start, quoting them during the interview. And as you can see, and I read everything. I think I also did some other works on it. And during the interview, I was just citing something as if I'm an expert in multidimensional poverty, right? And with the way I talk and the grace of God, I got it. Okay, good. So that is how you can use deep search to do your work. Remember that you should not use any generative AI lazily. You must know what you want and you must know how to use it carefully. All right, great. So let's see other thing I need to show you before we move over to other things. You can also create an image. I remember a particular image I created. So initially, let me show you under the image. There's a particular I'm coming on. Okay. Okay, this one here, for example, this one here, right? So I got this image somewhere on the internet, and statistically, they were wrong because in statistics, we don't say that I'm coming on. They don't say that we reject the null hypothesis in statistics. So the correct English is we fail to reject a false null hypothesis instead of saying we accept the hypothesis, right? Remember that whatever you fail to reject is the same thing as you are accepting it. But because we don't have access to the population, so although we do not reject it, does not mean that we are 100% right. So and now I want to edit this thing so that it can be meaningful to the other statisticians that will later see this kind of image, right? I'm not good at image editing. I'm not good at any graphic designing. And I use ChatGPT to just help me edit this place here, just to help me correct this statement. And if you look at it, let me see if I can see have access to that. I will go to the libraries. So ChatGPT has created something called libraries. So any image you created from it, it will save it under this place. So that in case you need it again, you can easily get your image back. So let me see if I've not deleted that place. Let's see if it can load. Otherwise, I deleted it. I think I've deleted it. So the thing helped me to just edit it and edit it accurately, as you can see. And I have used ChatGPT to generate so many images that I may not know how to generate by myself. So that is on using ChatGPT to generate image. And the more your work is becoming more complex, the more it is good for you to change the model you're using, right? So I love using O3. If I'm doing coding, right? I think yesterday or 2 days ago, I worked on a package called this one, for example, right? So this time around, I'm talking to computer science, engineering, software engineering, any other department that relates to computing. So this time, I have something in my brain that there should be a way to do it. For example, imagine you have a workbook that contains many worksheets. Remember, in Excel, you can have different worksheets in just one workbook. And sometimes you may want to have that data in each worksheet to be in a separate CSV, right? And to do that on a good note is you have to start saving it one by one as CSV. Imagine you have like 30 different worksheets and you need to convert each of this worksheet as a separate CSV. It's time consuming. So I've been thinking about this thing for the past 1 year. And I think last week, I just started like, let me use ChatGPT to see if we can get it done. And you can see how ChatGPT helped me to actually did everything. As you can see, so we started working, creating it. So for people in software engineering, so please try to be making use of this thing. You can see I asked ChatGPT to help me create a unit test. I know what I want to do, but maybe my computing is not much, to do it by myself, or just because I don't want to waste my time, because ChatGPT is there. If Microsoft can be using AI to generate their codes, and they are doing it by 30% of the entire course, how much more an individual to use open AI or any generative AI system? As you can see, it helps me do everything. And with my support, as you can see, so we have an error. With my support, trying to create different prompts, we're able to generate a very good function to help me do this, as you can see. So this is the final part of the work. And at the end of the day, I submitted it to the CRAN repository. And now we have the new version, as you can see. So here is the new version. If you go to the news, for example, you will see it now. And if I don't tell anybody that I use AI to get this in, nobody will know. As you can see, from the news to the unit test to the main function, everything was done with AI. So AI should make you more smarter and not dulling yourself. Okay. So do you have any question or the use of search and deep search in ChatGPT or Gemini? Any question? Remember, it's an interactive session. So you can unmute yourself now if you want to talk.
No question, sir.
All right, thank you. I know that you have been using ChatGPT a lot. Yeah, what other thing can I show you? Okay, in ChatGPT as well, there is what is called projects. Because if you look at the history on the left-hand side now, you see that there are a lot of all related charts, right, on this left-hand side. And if you want to have something related and you want to put them together so that next time you need them, you don't need to start looking for where they are or using search here to be looking for that. For example, let me say I'm looking for a function called write sheet, write Excel sheet as CSV, something like that. Now you can see it's around here. But if I have all the related queries will be in the same project. For example, now on the project I'm doing with poverty, for example, you can see everything I've been doing is in one project, and you can see all the search here. So if I need anything now, I know where to go instead of be scrolling up and down on the search button here. And for example, this one too, you can see that everything is on the project. And you can create a project by coming to project, you click on this plus sign, then you put the name of your project there, and you click a project. Okay, so that's all about ChatGPT. Dr. Farohunbi, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Do you want to continue, or I should continue with other things?
Okay, so I want to respond to a question on sites. I want to explain how to use it.
Okay.
All right, so I think the first person that mentioned, so let me share my screen. Please confirm that you can see my screen. Kindly confirm that you can see my screen. All right, so
yes,
We can.
all right,
Yes, sir.
all right, that's fine. That's all right. Faith Daniel.
We can.
Faith Daniel, can you tell me now what your project is all about? Let's use site to help you dig it out. So while she's preparing to respond, so this is site. It's used for literature review. It is also used for the site of AI. It's also used for referencing. So although, like I mentioned to you, many of the AI tools now are now having a paid feature, except few of them that are very robust and they are able to deploy a lot of dollars into research and then deployment. That's those people that will make it free. So, but you can use it for some period. Then let's I forget the facilitator of yesterday's program gave us a free trial for one of the packages. I think I will share it with others. So now, Faith, what is your project on? Can you tell me?
Good afternoon, sir. My
Afternoon.
project is about isolation of non-pathogenic yeast from fruit and vegetables.
Non-pathogenic what?
Non-pathogenic yeast
Yeast.
from fruits and vegetables for probiotic potential.
All right, so let me just go to non.
Did you get me, sir?
You say non-pathogenic what?
Yes, non-pathogenic yeast.
So let's say this is what I want to start with. Let me add probiotics to it. So I have clicked on the search button. This is not the account I used to sign up before, but let me sign up because of her on this account. So normally they want you to create an account, and by creating an account, they'll be sending you emails. That's one of the advantage of they giving you the trial. So I'm not going for free trial. Don't do that. Hold on, let me go back to the free version. Okay. Non-pathogenic yeast. So it's generating now, and it's going to give me the references here. It's going to give me the queries. The queries will come here, and then the references will come here. Most of the time when your supervisor wants you to, now in literature review, when you actually have an information, you have made the search, let me say correct search, and then you have related researches. These are the related researches that you can use. Some people will ignorantly just go and copy all these references and then just go and put it in their research. No, if all of these references are not saying something related to what I want to say, then there's no need for me to go to them. So, but you can see here, I can copy all these references, or I can export them and take them to, can export them and actually take them to Mendeley. So this is it. I have two free prompts left. It said non-pathogenic yeast have been considerable attention due to their this exhibit significant potential as this. And then if all the information I want or I like is what this AI has provided, then I'm going to allow this AI to continue with me. Now, don't forget, this AI now has generated this information based on just the prompt. The prompt I gave to the AI is not a good one. I only went straight because the topic is not mine. So, but if it was mine, I would have also explained that, okay, I want the AI to give me more detailed information, especially on a limited period of time. I want references between so and so time. So let me give a more clearer one. So for example, my project student is working on lipase inhibition, and we have some compounds. Where are you, Ajayi Obe? Give me one of your compound that your HPLC results mentioned as a lipase inhibitor. Unmute yourself right now. Where are you? Where is Ajayi Obe here? It's okay. I now understand. Correct. That's a good one.
Sir, is my distance now?
Give me one of your compound that is a lipase inhibitor.
Chlorogenic acid, sir.
The what?
Chlorogenic compounds, acid.
That
It's
is
my
what.
network, okay.
All right. So
Hello, sir.
just don't worry. Don't worry. What you have said does not make. I need a literature review on the role of quercetin as a lipase inhibitor for the control. Usman, what is the challenge again? For the control of obesity. All right, so this is one of the prompts that I want. So well, let me allow the AI. Let me allow the AI to act as a researcher. Okay, so now let me ask the next question. So it's going to generate it. So already I have given it direct information of what I want, and then it's going to give me the prompt and then the possible research. I forgot to mention, I wanted it to also give me references only between 2020 and 2025. So, all right. So this is it. I didn't want to do the whole work of Ajayi Obi for her truly. So, but then I should have included the plants itself here. So, but this information is already telling me generating saying quercetin, a flavonoid commonly found in fruits, vegetables, and grains, has gathered significant interest in obesity research due to its potential as pancreatic lipase inhibitor. It will now tell me the role of this enzyme. It's critical enzyme for digestion of fat, blah, blah, blah. And then it's going to now give me the several studies. So this is a way of using sites and AI tool for literature review. And then whatever information that is available here, I can take it to another AI to rewrite it for me, because this information is possibly available on the internet. So when I take it anywhere, it's going to give me plagiarism report. So I can take it to Quillbot. I've copied it. I can take it to Quillbot, and Quillbot would do paraphrasing. I can allow Quillbot to do paraphrasing for me. So I paste it here. I don't want you to do that. Can't you just paste? Okay, yes. So I have this, and then I paraphrase. Quillbot to do paraphrasing for me. So instead of having these words exactly, so I can now read to have a meaningful information, because before you can graduate, you need to have a thesis or a project that plagiarism is less than 20%. If you are publishing, your plagiarism must be not more than 10%, 10% plagiarism. So you can rephrase this as many times as possible, and then for you to have still the complete sense. Some people will ignorantly just copy and paste it here. At the end of the day, it will not make a meaning, it will not continue to flow in the order in which the previous sentence or the adjoining sentence is supposed to be. I think I've been able to communicate that. If you understood that, can you give me a response?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes, I understood it.
Yes, sir.
you. That is fine. So let's run a poll.
Yes,
Let's run
sir.
a poll. I think the yes sir is okay now. Let's run a poll now for the amount of yes sir. Still, some people did not join this class. Look at, we are just 51 here, minus 3. Some people still did not join. Yeah, you don't know Professor Francis Carl. So
As from the last year graduates, they will tell you.
so there are some people that conspicuously I even know them by their names. They don't attend meetings, and they always dear Dr. Farohunbi. But then
And attendance is compulsory because we know you,
mm,
and we are all the attendance, we are recording it. Okay, good.
Yes, that's fine. I think it's a choice actually too. It's some people have the money to throw around. I think we are not okay. I will discuss that with you later, LGBT. So, which other AI tool do you want us to talk about again? Which category? So somebody mentioned the site, and we have taken site now. So, which one do you out of the ones I presented before? So let me stop sharing and share another one. So, we have looked at productivity tools. You can look them up. We've looked at research tools. We've looked at. You have to tell us the reason why you want us to do it. Faith, you can't pick another one again since we took you the last time. So we have resume tools. We have
Resume.
writing tools. We have text to email. We have copywriting, logo generator, design tools, video tools, image to video tools, LLM, language learning tools. We have AI tutoring tools, presentation tools, code assistant, mind mapping, note taking tools, assessment tools. So, which of the tools do you want us to talk about? Just give me one of them and then we go. You need to tell us. You need to tell us the reason why. Don't just drop it in the chat. You need to tell us the reason why. Somebody is speaking.
The same resume tools.
Can you do that again?
Resume tools.
That's Salmat, or who is that? What's the name?
Ramat.
Ramat. Which of the resume tools do you want us to talk about?
Rezi. Abi Rezi. I don't know. Pronounce.
Okay, Rezi. So let's go to Rezi. I'll share another screen. So this is Rezi. Rezi AI. So the Rezi AI can actually help you to do your resume builder. All right, so it says free AI resume builder. It's literally the best. You will love it. All of these AI tools require you to actually sign up or you have an account with them. So first of all is that you need to sign up, and then you can talk with resume assistant. Now look at it. This is a summary of somebody's prototype resume, Charles Bloomberg, and all these categories. Now let me explain to you that a CV is not a one-fit-all document. I don't know if somebody can reiterate what I've just said now. A CV is not a one-fit-all document. No. So if, for example, now I'm applying for the position of a professor at Harvard University, the CV I'm going to present is different from the CV that I'm going to present if I'm applying to Google as a digital marketing consultant. If I'm applying to a company as an affiliate marketer, the CV I'm going to present is different from the CV I'm going to present for something. Now, if I'm applying for a grant, a research grant, the type of CV I'm going to present is different from the type of CV I'm going to present if I'm applying for promotion at TAU or anything. I want you to understand that a lot of people make a lot of mistakes when they throw their CV. They just have one document, and at the end of the day, it's just that one document they throw around. It is not even organized. On the CV, those days on the CV, you write your place of birth, you write your age, you write your village, you write all those things. Those things do not matter now. What people want to know, number one, are your names and then your work experience, what you have done. Why should they hire you? That is it. So you can have an AI generator. Just a moment. You can have an AI generator, and what it will generate for you is still rubbish because you did not have sufficient data or the information that is required for that AI to give you the required document. I hope that is clear. So now let me use this. Get started. It's free to use. So another one again is that this can actually allow you to upload your CV You can upload your CV and then it will now work on your CV for you, make it well organized. But the secret about this thing is that actually I've done it before that. I used to be a professional CV writer. So what I do is to I have the training. So I have been an HR officer before in a particular place, and then um, so I know all the requirements and what it requires. So I now go into contracting, receiving CV on contracts. So if, for example, now Rejoice or somebody wants to draw out their CV, I'll charge you an amount of money, and then I ask you all the required information, you are going to submit it, and then I'm going to create your CV for you. That time, AI had not even come. So I have a template I created on a website where I create CV for people. So right now, AI is now doing the job I used to do those days. So if I was doing that marketing now, I'm going to have less customers because the AI, people can just use the AI to do it. But at that time, I had the market because there was no AI at that time. So that's another market strategy. So here I'm going to click on resume, and then it's asking me, do I want to build it from the scratch? He said this is the best way to get the most of it. Do I have a resume sample? Do I want to import my CV? Do I want to import it from LinkedIn? So you can follow any of this procedure, let's say building from scratch, and then it's going to allow you say, is it a job tailored resume? Did you see what I just told you? Say our AI features will generate content and identify keywords related to the job description. Now here, is it a general purpose resume? Now let me tell you something that you did not pay for. When you are creating your work experience in a company or you have worked somewhere, for example, now I cannot say that what I do at TAU is teaching biochemistry. No, I can never put that in my CV. What I have done is to actually train people. I'm going to say it in terms of my achievement, not in terms of what I am doing. Because people want to know what my achievements are. Everybody teaches. What makes me different from everybody? If I want to use this program and say, okay, I am an educator, an online educator, I will not just say I'm an online educator. I would rather say that I have trained about 100 students on AI tools within a period of 3 months with over 80% performance of the student. Now, I have been able to tell them what I did. I've been able to tell them how I did it. I've been able to tell them my own rates so that people can evaluate my rates. I hope that is clear now. So that's one thing you are getting as a bonus. So here it would ask you what role are you targeting, because as I told you, you must actually put your CV based on the role. If you are applying for the role of a nurse, or you're applying for the role of a graphic designer, you're applying the role of a data analyst, you're applying for the role of a data scientist, then you're going to put it there, your field, your domain, then you are going to provide the job description. Many job platforms and advertising platforms, we always say, okay, the person we are hiring, this is the role of the person, and then you're going to put it there, and that will be fine. Let me give you an example. We have very limited time. Do I give an example now? So let me try to do that now. Let me share this screen and give you an example. I hope you can see a new screen now. So I want to give you an example of what you can see as the roles that you need to copy into that, and the roles that are needed in many job offers. So, so let's take, for example, now I am here, and then I want to apply for a particular job. So, so I have web developer opportunities, 10 opportunities in the United States, or let's say digital marketing specialist. So this is the job. And then they want 1 hour ago, they posted it in England, in Manchester. So I'm going to look at it. This is the job. This is the job description, B2B marketing specialist. This is the tax. Are you following me now? This is the tax. So this is what they want me to achieve. So this is what I'm going to provide to that AI, that this is what I'm targeting. What can they offer me? What I will be doing and all of that. So this is what they want the job to do and how they want it to be done. So I am now going to bring it to the AI. I'm now going to bring it to the AI and then paste it here, paste the job description here. I'll continue to provide other data that is necessary. You can see that I did not even ask of your name, because that is not what is important. It's not your age, it's not your date of birth, it's not. Some people at the end of their CVs, they will add referee is available on request. Do you want them to contact you to be requesting for your referee? Put it there if you have it, if you are not afraid of the people that can speak for you. So I think that is a very good one now. So I think we can go to another one. So can we take one more category of AI tools? So let me get responses. Who else again? If you want us to take another category, tell us and why you want us to take it. I'm waiting for the chat. You can also speak.
Good evening, sir. So can we take design tools?
Which of the design tools?
So I'm not sure which one. I need one that can help with like functionality to create flashcards. Like if I was going to design like simple notes for my school notes, what design tool would I use?
Okay, so let's use beautiful.ai. Though that is not, I don't like the feature.
Design note. I'm not getting you. Design note what?
I think
If I
she's
were to
talking
design
about,
flashcards,
Flashcard.
yes.
Okay.
okay, so let me just take beautiful.ai for you so that somebody is still disturbing us here. Oh, I don't understand. So beautiful.ai, they also have a pricing. It's not completely free. So it's amazing what you can do with little AI. They want us to sign up. So let me sign up and just create something. So in fact, you can't sign up without paying. So let's leave it for them for now. So let's use another example. Let's use another example for design tools, but easily you can use Canva to design whatever you want to do, and it's working perfectly. I have a paid Canva version, so that can actually help you. But let's use Gamma. Gamma also is paid, but we can explain Gamma with. You can use Gamma for some of your designs, and it will give you something good, at least for a few slides. For a few slides. So can you see my screen now, please? Can you see my screen? Please kindly confirm if you can see my screen.
No.
What about now?
No, sir.
I
Yes,
can't see it
it's
now.
about
You
to
can see it
start
now,
showing,
now.
sir. Yes, I can see it now.
Okay,
You can see it now.
thank you. So Gamma is coming up. Let me log in. I have an account here. Yes, I'm logged in. So you can use Gamma to do AI presentation, AI chat, AI image edit. You can use it. So I'm signed in. So why are you telling me to sign? So let me come to home, for example, and let me create an AI presentation. So Eniola Farohunbi was one that asked the question. So can you tell me exactly what you want to do? You can import a file and generate. So tell me exactly what you want to do, what you want to generate. Let me generate 10 to 20 cards. And then I want it to be in English. You can see different languages. I want to be in English. So what do you want to generate? Can you unmute yourself and talk? Be fast.
I'm not sure how this works, but I want to generate like notes. Let's say I'm doing biology now. I want to generate biology notes in flashcard formats for students, like to make just like
What topic?
visual aids rather.
What topic in biology? You need to be specific.
Let's choose tissues.
Tissues. Tissues is not a topic in
Tissues.
biology.
Yes, cells and tissues.
The most okay, let
It
me hear
is cells and tissues.
cells. Okay. Okay, so create 5 slides on cells and tissues. Let me write introduction to cells and tissues so that you know that it's an elementary introduction to cells and tissues with stunning images and illustrations. Stunning images and illustrations. Make your okay, so I have word units already, 100 words. So let me go now. Is it to ask me now? Your right have been exhausted. Please proceed to pricing option. I'm not upgrading. So, but then what it's supposed to tell you, I think I've exhausted my free trial slot here. So what's supposed to tell you after this is that it's going to give you options of you selecting a template. You're going to select the template that you need. When you select the template that you need, then it can now generate for you. So that's the way Gamma works. And I think you should explore any of these options if you want to really sign up for them. So it's saying $19 per month. This amount they'll bill you, and you'll be able to create 25 slides per month. You generate up to 33 pages of PowerPoint. So convert file to PowerPoint, export PowerPoint presentation. You can edit PowerPoint and all of this. They did not pay for marketing, so I don't think I can market for them. So let me go to another option that you can possibly use, but I taught you how to use Canva. So for me, Canva is the best and I think cheapest for me that you can use. So, but you can use, let's see, Tommy, if Tommy would work. Many of them are out because they want to serve humanity and also make money. So let's use Tommy AI now and see. You can see that they are running hard. So slide share is even taking over. Let me go to Tommy. Tommy can also allow you to generate slides. So this is it. You had the information that you need. So let's see if we can create a slide. Oh, I would have copied from there. Let me see if I can copy. It has gone. So let me see if I can create this. It's still allowing, it's telling me to sign up. So let me try to sign up. Okay. So this is their platform. I can create between 11 to 15 cards. So let me just create these cards. So let me say create 5 slides on a biology topic. Cells and tissue. Cells and tissues. So use stunning images and beautiful diagrams or illustrations. Make the lesson simple and clear. Okay, so let's see if it will generate something for us. Please enter between 5 and 100 characters. So let me try to delete some part of it. So it's generating now an overview of cell structure and function in biology. Okay, so let's say it should generate this, and then now it's asking me to choose any of the formats that I want, which of the theme that I want on it. So let me use something like that has a contrast, maybe this. Let's say generate. So it's going to generate for me. So it's going to generate this. So this is exactly how Beautiful Gamma also works like this. Beautiful.ai also works like this. So it's done. So you can see exploring the intricate world of cells and tissues. It's because I chose this format, that's why it's giving me this. Overview of cell structure and function. This is cell at the fundamental building block of life. So it's showing me this. And then it's showing me role of some of the cell organelles. And then it's showing me structure and function importance. It's showing me this and showing me. So already in few minutes, already I have a material that I can use, tissues and their function. So, but then all of this information are not totally correct because as a biology person, I will not rate this thing as excellent, but I will rate it as 35% because we are going to talk about cell. This is, you are supposed to show me cell first. Nothing about cell. You are not telling me the either plant or animal cell. You want to go to tissue. You didn't tell me the archaeology, cell to tissue, tissue to organ, organ to system. It's not showing here. So it is only a tool that is helping us to generate the beautiful design. But in terms of the material, it's not it. So you can actually download it. You can replace it. You can replace the type of format you want. So let me say I want it to show something like this that has a flamingo. So let's say replace. So it's going to replace it this way. So, and I think it's quite good actually. It's quite good. So I think that's all for now. Let's take responses from what we have learned today. That's fine. So we've learned a lot. We really learned a lot. So okay. So let's take responses. What did you learn from today's class? What did you learn from today's class? What did you learn from today's class?
I've learned how to how to make use of resume tools to actually build my resume. I've been trying to know this for a long time now, and today I get it. And um, how to use AI presentation tools for slides, for PowerPoint slides. I can use that now, better. And I can also make use of other AI tools for questions, for assignment and all.
So I'm going to drop the link to an Excel sheet where you're going to take today's attendance, and the attendance will be taken in just few minutes. So I want some other people to tell me what they have learned. So why you also put that into your slide into the answers you are going to give to me for today. For today's responses. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I have learned how to
You mentioned your
use
name. I'm
Okay.
not an AI that can remember your name.
Okay. My name is Ebonwa Ricket.
But I know
In
the
today's
sound is
class,
sounding like what's the name of this your class rep? What's the name of this? Belumi. The voice is sounding like Belumi.
okay. My name is Ebonwa Ricket.
Okay.
And from today's class, I've been able to learn how to use AI more than I could before. I learned several AI tools for writing CV. I also learned how to write my CV properly. I'll write a CV properly. I learned also how to reduce plagiarism before posting or releasing a work online. I learned how to use several designing tools to create slides and so on and so forth. I basically developed my knowledge on AI.
All right. So I think today's class it's a very, very productive one, and it's going to help you to be able to it's going to allow you to be able to move forward in your knowledge of AI at every point in time. You need to do so. So while I round up this class, I would be putting in the chat the link for us to be able to take our attendance for today's class. So
somebody is asking a question on chats.
okay, what's the question? There's a lot of question here. Okay, I am only seeing comments. I learned how to cite. So use the link that I sent now. I believe you've seen the link now. I sent a link. So use the link. On that link, you're going to see your name. Only enter your responses based on the information you can see there. So I am waiting to see our responses now. You have your names there. You cannot edit the names. It's been locked. So if your name is not, it means that you are not a student taking the class. So while that is going on, I think GBG, we can stop recording now, right? EPG, are you there?
Before we stop the recording, I really want to advise the students that they should improve more on their prompt engineering. The power of ChatGPT, the power of generative AI is in the area of prompt engineering. So the more you're using AI, the more your prompt engineering will also increase. Please work on prompt engineering and be reading more news about AI. Read more news about OpenAI. They always release news every time. Read more about it. Read more about their new models. Read more about how you use it. Read more, especially on the prompt engineering, so that you can take your ChatGPT or generative AI system to the advanced level. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for that very um, great advice for the students. I do hope that they will be able to put it to profitable use. So I'm going to stop recording now and then allow you to